So this was going on for 10 years and they just now got like a crackdown on it.
10 years ago, some crazy stuff happened. About
Yeah,
10
people were
years ago.
very fraudulent.
Well, we posted every Friday. See them corner emojis, then you know wild. I'm a jaded Gemini till the day I die. And I'ma talk my shit, but I don't play both sides. So nah.
If you guys have not heard, apparently TD Banks has to pay $3 billion back because they were involved in some type of money laundering scheme. I don't know about you, but I don't know anybody that banks with them. And like, if there was any bank
I'm
that
about to
I would
start
think,
banking with them niggas.
I'm just saying, if there was any bank I would think would be doing this, it would be them.
Why?
Like, cause you know how there's just some banks where it's just not.
It's just not it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that.
It's like, how are y'all still open? What are y'all doing? This.
Identity theft, that nigga, he a fraud. Nah, it got bad though. They were talking about they were doing all type of shit.
Yeah, they were cleaning the money.
Yeah, when you start cleaning money, bro, it starts coming from some real dirty fucking places.
Yep.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Pay up big time to the tune of $3 billion.
The historic settlement comes after the DOJ says the bank allowed financial crime to flourish. Fox 5's Kendall Green is live in the studio with more on the stunning guilty plea. Kendall.
Hey, good.
So basically, if you was trapping, you could open a TD bank account and get some
TD
life
Jakes.
insurance and like what?
Nah, bro. TD Bank, man. Y'all was like the telegram of banks, bro. Every dog has their day. Y'all the pit bull of the day.
Good evening, Steve and Natasha. Ironically, TD Bank's official motto is America's most convenient bank. And the settlement suggests that things got a little too convenient for criminals since 2014. TD Bank, the largest bank in the U.S., pled guilty to multiple felonies for failing to take action against multi-million-dollar money laundering schemes.
The bank that...
So this was going on for 10 years and they just now got like a crackdown on it.
10 years ago, some crazy stuff happened. About 10
people
years
were
ago.
very fraudulent.
And about 4 years ago, people got even more fraudulent. So at this point, it's just, I think the straw broke the camel's back. Because all these funds are insured. But when the insurance has to start getting used a little too much in different ways, I think that raises red flags. I think that, when you're the biggest bank, it's easy for you to overlook stuff too.
And then when it goes on for a long time, a paper trail forms and then you can build a solid ass case. Just like what's going on now.
You get Angela Valdez on your ass.
willfully fails to protect against criminal schemes is also a criminal. That is what TD Bank was.
Thursday, Attorney General Merrick Garland announced the historic $1.8 billion settlement as the bank agreed to other civil penalties totaling in roughly $3 billion.
I think the fine itself is somewhat of a slap on the wrist.
The DOJ shares the bank failed to maintain an adequate anti-money laundering program beginning in January of 2014
it must be
through
real
October
bad
last
if he
year,
thinks $3
making way
billion is a slap on the wrist.
Serious.
I just want to point that out because I can't even fathom what $3 billion would do for me right now. But
or any country, city,
you know what I mean, dude?
Town, family, like
for $670 million in illicit funds to transfer through TD Bank accounts.
This was coming from drug trafficking. Most of this money that
I was about to say. So when are we gonna get to the meat and potatoes? Because I wanted to know, where is the laundering aspect coming from? Because I get it. Okay, you guys are being penalized because your system is allowing it to happen. But who are the people who are taking advantage of this system?
The cartel.
That are benefiting. So now we know it's the cartel.
It has to
Because
be.
I was about to say, what?
Who the hell
is
got
doing
that
it?
type of
Right. I thought the news were going to be on some like, so-and-so got implicated in the TD Bank scam. Nothing. Just TD Bank washing money. What?
Bro,
Okay.
somebody somebody somewhere very important was using this bank like home base. That's what it sounds like. I can see that. And for the sake of this podcast getting over the number 300, I'm not going to go any further on the who, because that shit ain't none of my business, nigga. Fuck all that. Bruh. Unless they tell me otherwise. Laundered
was in the fentanyl trade, set up under Chinese corporations. And the bank literally failed to perform any customer due diligence.
The DOJ prosecuted 24 people, including 2 bank employees, for their involvement in the money laundering operation. The feds say the scheme was so brazen, one man deposited $1 million in cash in a single day, then moved the funds using bank checks and
Yo, and just think this has been going on for 10 years. So they just had
that
a
was
feng shui.
They were on like the episode.
Consistent income.
It was that Scarface that push it to the limit. Yeah, them niggas over there in Brickville counting all that money at the bank. That was them niggas.
1 million in a day is crazy.
And bribing TD Bank employees with more than $57,000 in gift cards.
Wow, not the gift cards.
Now you know you done fucked up, right?
Wow.
It's services convenient for criminals. It became one.
The bank's CEO responded in a statement that reads in part, quote, "This is a difficult chapter in our bank's history. These failures took place on my watch as CEO, and I apologize to our stakeholders." As they face those hefty penalties, Paul Oster, a credit and finance expert with Better Qualified, predicts the bank's real consequences will come from an imposed $434 billion growth cap, part of Thursday's settlement.
And that's the biggest driver of why the stock is plummeting and going down.
But how they'll counter those effects in stocks and legal penalties could ultimately fall on their customers. Now, TD Bank's top execs, in addition to the $3 billion penalties, also...
Yeah, bro. Get out of here.
You gotta go, bro. You done cost them niggas too much money. There's no way. What the fuck?
They took gift cards, bro. They knew that shit was dirty.
A nigga deposited $1 million of dirty money. You know, like I know. Remember the episode of Power where Tariq got kidnapped? And they had to clean $2 million?
$2 million in like a day.
Do you remember how many fucking pieces of paper Tasha had to write on? Right. Imagine if them niggas just went into the bank and just deposited that shit.
Bruh. Yeah. And
Real
now I
life.
get why he said the $3 billion is kind of small, because they talking about 200 and something billion being involved that had been moving around. Like,
them niggas dirty as fuck.
This is pretty big. I get why y'all wanted to talk about this. This is crazy.
Bro, they're
also agreed to a 3-year monitorship from the DOJ and a 5-year term of probation.
The bank on
The bank is on probation.
Yo, if you got TD Bank, Dr. Umar voice, I gotta repeat it a third time. If you got TD Bank, you are on probation.
Your bank is on probation.
No. By proxy, you are on federal probation now. If you are one of them people doing illicit trade, I'm going to need you to be more resilient or tap out.
No, this is insane. This is crazy. This is the DOJ put the bank on probation.
America is crazy.
America is insane. Capitalism is crazy.
The bank is on probation.
Wow. But we not in a recession, though.
The biggest bank.
The bank been laundering money for 10 years.
The biggest.
Wow.
Wonder how. We got all these branches.
And you want to do this? Like, come on, bro.
How the saying go, opposites attract, still intact after all them hoes saying this and that. Even solo dolo, we would still be thumbing through the ranks. Do the math, ain't gotta be down bad. We a match, how the saying go, opposites attract, still intact after all them hoes.